Welcome to this explainer. You know, if you've ever tried sending a simple piece of paper from Germany all the way to India, you know it can honestly feel harder than just flying there yourself. Today, we're going to completely demystify this notoriously stressful process. Whether you're sending basic photocopies or those literally irreplaceable university papers, navigating international shipping, well, it can feel like a total maze. But stick with me, because by the end of this explainer, you'll have the exact knowledge you need to make the right choice, save some cash, and most importantly, make absolutely sure your documents arrive safe and sound. All right, let's just dive right in and tackle the ultimate dilemma literally every sender faces. Picture this. You're standing at the post office counter, clutching your envelope, your anxiety's kind of peaking, and you're faced with a major fork in the road. Do you go with the standard normal post, or do you bite the bullet and upgrade to DHL Express? I mean, it sounds like a simple choice about price, right? But as we'll see, it's actually about so much more than just the cost of a stamp. So let's look at Section 1, Normal Post versus Express. Let's break these two paths down side by side. On the one hand, you've got the normal Deutsche Post. This is your cheaper option, and it's absolutely perfect for low-stakes stuff. Photocopies, standard letters, basically anything that isn't super urgent. But, and this is a big but, the tracking is severely limited. Actually, half the time the tracking updates just straight up ghost you the second the parcel crosses the German border. On the flip side, we have DHL Express. This is the premium tier, custom-built for high-stakes documents like visa applications, university transcripts, and legal contracts. With Express, you're getting live tracking, actual proof of delivery, and blazing fast customs clearance. It's a completely different ballgame when it comes to peace of mind. Now, look at these deceptive little numbers right here, 2 to 5. Both shipping options advertise a delivery window of 2 to 5, but there is a massive catch here that trips so many people up. For the normal post, that timeline, that means 2 to 5 agonizing weeks, and that depends heavily on Indian customs and local delivery speeds. But for DHL Express, that means 2 to 5 business days. So you're basically choosing between a month of nervous waiting or a snappy guaranteed delivery before the week is out. Moving right along to Section 2, 6 steps to ship. Okay, so the secret sauce here is following these 6 exact steps to avoid any nightmares along the way. It all kicks off with Step 1, preparation. You want to arrange all your documents neatly. Oh, and pull out any staples. That's a super helpful pro tip to stop the envelope from tearing or worse, getting chewed up in the sorting machines. Just pop your papers inside a transparent folder or a really sturdy A4 envelope. You want to start this journey with a clean, bulletproof package. I really want to highlight Step 2. Look, writing the complete Indian address and the receiver's full name is obvious, right? But adding the local Indian mobile number, that isn't just a polite suggestion. It is an absolute lifeline. Local delivery drivers in India often navigate really complex neighborhoods by relying totally on WhatsApp. They will call that exact number to get directions straight to the final address. If you skip that phone number, you are massively increasing your chances of a frustrating delay. So once your receiver details are completely dialed in, you head to the post office for Step 3, which brings us right to Step 4, the actual interaction at the counter. I need you to treat this exact phrase like a magic password. Documents only. No commercial value. Seriously, by declaring this specific phrase out loud, you make sure your package completely bypasses confusing and lengthy customs holdups, keeping it moving smoothly toward the finish line. All right, now for Step 5, picking your specific service. If you walked into a Deutsche Post or DHL package shop looking for the cheaper route, you need to explicitly ask the clerk for an international letter or Warenpost. But if you went out of your way to a DHL Express service point because you need that top-tier speed and security, you will ask for DHL Express worldwide. And after that, it's just Step 6. You pay, guard your receipt with your life, snap a quick photo of the tracking number, and send it to the receiver in India so they can watch it arrive. All right, let's wrap things up with Section 3, Pro Tips for Safe Delivery. Let's run through these rapid-fire pro tips pulled straight from our guide. First up, and I cannot stress this enough, never ever send an original passport through the normal post. The lack of tracking makes it way too risky. You absolutely have to use Express for something that sensitive. Same goes for any tight deadlines. Express is literally your only reliable choice. Always double check that PIN code and make sure your own sender address is written clearly just in case the package needs to bounce back to you. And finally, my absolute favorite rule of thumb, before you even think about sealing that envelope, keep scanned copies of every single document. It takes, 2 minutes, and it gives you a totally priceless safety net. So, as we close out this explainer, I want to leave you with this one critical thought. You really have to weigh the actual real-world value of your shipment against the cost of the stamp. I mean, if you're just sending a standard photocopy, Normal Post makes total sense. But if we're talking about a signed business contract, a life-changing university application, or a crucial visa, ask yourself, is the absolute peace of mind of live tracking and a snappy delivery worth paying that express premium? You've got the tools and the facts now, so when you're standing at that counter, which path will you choose?